What's going on, Dale, man? We appreciate you calling in, my brother, and we wanted to definitely rap to you about a few things. And, we already know where some of the things stand at, but we do want to hear from you, you know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. The situation is what it is. We want to
Right.
hear some things from you about the situation. And you can confirm to us what was going on, with Big U extorting you.
I think. I'm not completely ready for the call. But the person that called me right now, is a very important person to me, and they wanted me to kind of just say something, right now. But maybe sometime we could schedule something that's a little more, appropriate, and give me a time to think. Because every day I'm waking up, it's a new blow. Sometimes it's hard to just, take a real grasp on everything, because, I've been lost in the sauce, and it's real easy to get lost in the sauce. And even with this case, and, we kind of get lost, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got this stuff where, like, you're a rat, you're a snitch. And, it's interesting, the other day, one of my homegirls had a situation where she was kind of, she didn't want to tell nobody about it. And, I'm like, man, you got to go deal with this shit, because this else, and but it's like it's so much going on for me. I want to be in like a good state of mind to speak. But I think I can, probably talk a little bit right now, but
Okay.
maybe not, not too much.
Okay. Well, let us know, what you want to tell us. I might ask you a few things, honestly, but
Well,
what you want to tell us.
Well, at this point, I don't really want to tell anything. And you know what? That's not true. I want to fuck some shit.
Let's go.
Like I really do. Well, that's the thing, right? I can't be reactive. I can't be you know what I'm saying? Just jumping, jump and just go, because it's a lot to it, and I don't want things to get lost in the sauce. The main thing that I've realized in the last couple of days, and I always kind of known this, right? And you got, I don't know if you, well, I'm sure you know now because of who contacted us, that Marciano was one of my best friends, and Marciano. Marciano is one of my best friends, and it's a lot to say. It's a lot that I want to say. It's just, can't be too reactionary. But when I see a lot of this stuff, I realize that a lot of this shit is for clicks, for views, for subscriptions, and it's how you make, how people make their livelihood. And I'm seeing a lot of things being distorted, a lot of things being cut, and the people are telling the story, and I don't have a chance to tell my story at all.
That's why
And
you
so
here, though, Dale.
I want to, well, yeah, but again, I just don't. And so, just so you know, I've watched your thing before, and I like what you do, and I respect what you do. But it's just as I'm getting older, I don't want to be like very reactive, right? And just like, oh, my man just called me on the phone, I'm on the thing with Sbgbtv. Oh yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that, because this is, this is it's my entire, life, and I'm just not in a really good place. But I do want to say that I do have a story. I do have a side. People are paying people $200, $300 to tell them things about me. Not a lot of this stuff is true, and I can't wait to tell my side. Just,
I'll tell you what, hey Dale, I can cut you off, King. King Daisy, do you think that we can set up something and utilize the platform for this other side of the coin?
Definitely.
Can we,
Definitely.
absolutely.
We can set it up, but the people, why we got you here, Dale, at least, let the people know a little, something. You ain't got to go all the way into detail, but we already got somewhat of what the people are saying. The facts are of why, you feel what I'm saying, Big U was grabbed up. So the people want to, at least know the confirmation, because we know Loose Cannon is telling. You know what I'm saying? We know that you talk to the people. We know this, right? So we understand all that, but the people still want to know, hearing from you the confirmation about Big U running this extortion game. And I just played the audio with you, Loose Cannon, and Jay Reed that Loose Cannon dropped like 6 months ago, you know, confirming what he had supposedly done to you, running down on you in the likeness and for Big U. So, you know what I mean? The people already heard all that. They just, you know, a little confirmation from what's already out there will definitely, you feel what I'm saying? Let it be known.
I will say that phone call, right, which was recorded without my knowledge, and it was the same kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? My man called me on the phone, and I was all boom. I was already on three different. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know, I always told Jay Reed, like, stay away from that shit. You like the limelight. Damn, am I on thing right now?
Yeah, you on, Dale.
Okay, got it. Well, see, like let's see, what can I say? As far as Loose Cannon go, I don't think he works for the police. I don't think he's telling. I think he's lost in the sauce, kind of. I think he wants the celebrity, he wants the clout and stuff like that. I do think he might end up telling because of what Big U has done to him too.
He already took the proffer agreement. He already took a proffer. I just put it up there.
Oh, okay.
So he's definitely telling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just put the proffer
you know, a lot of times, right? You know, a reflection of what happens to you through life is a reflection of what you've done through life. And I think that, you know, when you look at, you know, even the Nipsey Hussle situation and, you know, what Nip and, you know, Big Man went through, it's like we're not dealing with one of the best peoples in the world. We're dealing with, you know, a lot of these people are pro-black only when it matters. Even one day I seen Loose Cannon on the show talking about, oh, yeah, you know, y'all niggas like Willie Lynch and y'all want me to get locked up and this and then that. But then, you know what I'm saying? You just fucking jumped Marciano, bro. Nigga's 60 years old. You took him off his clothes and, like, you know, it's only pro-black sometimes. They're only community people sometimes. And nobody really knows these people. When you look at Nip contract, 10 years for 30%, you know that shit's fucking demonic, right? When a motherfucker doing something good in the hood and you want to chase him out and belittle him and shit like that, like, you know the type of person that, you know, you kind of dealing with. You know, some people tell me, like, yo, D, keep your head up. That shit was going to happen, with, you know, and no matter what. And, you know, I just hate the fact that, you know, I'm a part of it, or I'm a part of it. But, you know, why was I, you know, even in that situation? Even after the feds had got me,
the people already know what it is, though, Dale. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I
don't think they know. They know what they're being told. And then here, remember, there's a complaint, and then there's an indictment, and then there's something stronger than even that, right? So a lot of complaints and indictments are being pieced together to do and say certain things, and you know what I'm, you know, and then, you know, like, I do respect this shit. You know, and I do understand, like, you know, the business part of it. I do know that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of this stuff is for, and like I said, I watch you, and I know the man that hooked us up. There's nobody more pro-black than this guy, you know what I'm saying, brother, sister type thing, and you know, I respect him a lot, but just afford me some time to think, and maybe we can have a pre-discussion about, you know, the agenda here. What are we trying to do? Because, you know, everything should have a purpose to it, you know, and a purpose to uplift our people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even when I think about Big U and I think about Loose Cannon, and, you know, there's anger and there's animosity and there's hurt and there's all of this shit involved in it. You know what I mean? I still know that as black people, we're still fucking products of our environment. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think for me to win, you got to lose. And, you know, that's a big problem. And that's what my brand, Everybody Eats, was always about. Like, you know, we can all kind of survive the way you got 50 jewelers on the same block, but they can all get along. You know what I'm saying? It's not really dog eat dog. But some people are from a world where it's just dog eat dog, you know what I mean? And that's part of my agenda, that it ain't fucking got to be like that. You know what I'm saying? That a black man ain't got to step on another black man. The old niggas ain't got to step on the young niggas, like, you know, to where they can't breathe. Like, this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot that goes on. And you know, I want to kind of have a purpose for it. I want to have, like, a direction of where we're going. And, you know, I'm kind of just thrown in right now. And I know that I'm not supposed to let that happen to me. And so, you know, I'm probably going to stop talking. But at the same time, I would like to talk off this thing and see what I'm trying to do, you know what I mean? And kind of go like that. But
I just trying to get your situation out there on your side, Dale, whereas though the people can understand, the reasoning, you know what I mean? Because it's a reason for everything in life, and we all got to make our own decisions.
Is.
So
well, I think the biggest thing for me about how I ended up where I ended up is because it's like someone trying to break you, and then it works. I don't know if your girl, if you ever had a girlfriend or somebody that tried to get you mad, and then it actually works. And then, someone's trying to break you, and then I was fucking broken. And I'm not, I don't have the fire that I used to have, the ambition that I used to have. I don't have any of that thing, right? So yeah, man. I think, like I told Kraft, you know what I'm saying? We could definitely have that conversation. I mean, there's people offering me $5,000, $10,000. I haven't really taken any of them. And you've already gotten, because, I can't work no more. I can't be outside no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very tricky for me. It's very fucked up. For me, it's fucked up for a lot of people. But, let's just have that conversation and then, go from there. I think.
All right, Dale.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you letting me off the hook.
Yeah, listen, man. I appreciate you calling in, man. I just, wanted to ask you, so because the people look at it like, what Big U did was foul. You know what I'm saying? Even though we know that you did what you did, and it's foul because you was out there.
I could say, yeah, it's foul. It sucks, and it's a lot of foul things. And I'm not the only one that foul things happen to. And yeah.
I mean, it's going down. It's already going down, Dale. So what it is. If people did what they did, and it is what it is. That bid, people got delay in it. So we gotta take it from here. Life keeps on going regardless of what happened, and it is what it is. It done went down.
Yeah, and then as we go through what happened, there's a lot of people that this shit's happened to all across, I think, and for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, looking at this shit like, well, yeah, man. We'll talk. And hey, thanks for reaching out.
Yo, it's your boy DZ. Hit that subscribe button. You already know it's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah.